Hi friends and happy, what day is today? Tuesday. I am, as you can see, in a little bit different of a place. Today I just want to talk to you about my sinking funds and kind of explain the ones that we have currently, the ones that we're probably going to add at some point, and just some of the background around our sinking funds. For anyone that is new here, my name is Jessie, my husband's name is Ben, and we just combined finances. August will actually be our first month with combined finances after we got married in June. So we're kind of getting used to all this stuff. Some of these sinking funds are specific to certain things, and then some of them aren't. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of jump right in and tell you about them. And then definitely leave in the comments below if you have any more suggestions of things that we should add in to our sinking funds, anything like that. But without further ado of me just blabbing, let's jump into this video. So as you can see, this is my little sinking fund area. I'm hoping that this shows up easily for you guys on here when I'm editing this. So these are the sinking funds that we have currently, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about why we have them and which ones we think we might add in. So this first sinking fund, ignore this miscellaneous buffer, that's not a sinking fund. So this first sinking fund is Cora, who's sitting right in front of me actually on the couch. We are currently going to be putting about $80 a month into her sinking fund. I would like to up that at some point, but right now it's just like our budget is very tight and we're kind of trying to figure out things first. The reason that I want to up that is because her food itself is $60 a month, so $20 a month into a sinking fund for a dog really isn't that much. She needs to get shots in the next few months and things like that. So that is currently at $80 a month. Over here, since you can't see it, this is just the tab that tells me how much is already in that sinking fund. Our sinking funds pretty much were emptied when we moved because we weren't anticipating having to put down like almost $3,500 in, what are they called? Deposits for this house that we're renting. So with that, yeah, we kind of emptied a lot of our sinking funds that we weren't prepared for, which is why there isn't a ton of money in them currently. The next one is our moving fund. This one will be at zero right now. However, unless something changes, we are planning on only living in this place for a year. Not because we don't love it. So far, I mean, we've been here 48 hours. So far, we really love it. We are planning on moving in a year, possibly out of state, most likely out of state. So we will want to start putting some money toward that once we make that decision. Birthdays and anniversaries, holidays, all that kind of stuff. I kind of have it all lumped into one. Our families, thankfully, aren't big like gift givers. I love giving gifts. I also love receiving gifts, but it's just like not something that we've done a lot of, especially with Ben's family. Like my family does a little bit more gift giving. So with that, we aren't putting any money toward this again this month because this month is just very, very tight with trying to figure things out. But eventually we will, for like our anniversary, I would really like to go and do something for our anniversary, which now isn't for like a year because we got married in June. So, but still, even like our engagement anniversary, you might want to like go get dinner or something like that. So we will probably start putting like 20 bucks here and there into that category, but for now, we're just leaving it at zero. Emergency fund is also at zero. This one though, however, whatever we have left over at the end of this month will go into our emergency fund. The reason it's still at zero is just, again, like I've said for like 300 times in this video, is that things are just really, really tight right now, and we want to make sure that we don't overdraw our account. But once we know like how much our utilities are, how much gas is, how much my train ticket is to work, how much Ben's train ticket is to work, those kinds of things, once we know on average how much that'll be, then we will be like pulling back or like really being able to figure out our budget. So August is kind of just like the figure it out zone. Travel, so currently I have it for PTBB, which is for Pays to Be Brave, because I'm going to a conference in October that I had already purchased tickets to. So yeah, this is just like the money that I am putting toward that trip to pay off my, or to pay for my train ticket to get down there, because my mom and I are taking a train, and then like any money that I want to spend while I'm down there. So this month it's pretty high. Next month it'll be pretty high. I already had to pay my train ticket, and that was like $400. So I'm kind of back paying that right now. And then once that is paid for, then the money will be going strictly toward like things that I want to spend while I'm there. Next up is $50 for my Just Jessie blog. This will be kind of evening out in things next month. And the reason it's a little bit higher this month, again, I had to drain my accounts. So it's just I pay $187 a year for my blog domain and all that kind of jazz. So that's where that's coming from. Contacts, I have a big lump sum in there because I wasn't prepared and I didn't realize that I only had like 2 sets of contacts left. So I'm putting money away toward this. I don't remember how much contacts are, but I feel like they're like $200. So, and my insurance does not cover like eye exams or anything like that. So I will have to pay that out of pocket. So I'm putting $100 toward that. I'm guessing that I'm gonna have to go and get that done next month. This will probably change to, I really want to get LASIK in the next couple of years. So this will probably change to LASIK as soon as my contacts are paid for, just like eye health in general, so that I can get that done in the next few years. Hopefully, I would love it in like the next year or two, but we'll see what happens. I have a sinking fund for clothing for both Ben and I. I'm currently not buying myself clothing. I am at like a much higher weight than I would prefer to be, which is why like in every video I'm wearing the same thing, because there's really only a few things that fit me right now. So I will be putting money toward this. Ben also will probably need clothes. I'm gonna try to make it through fall through summer without buying clothes, but I probably will have to buy some clothes in the fall, just because like I have 1 pair of leggings, like none of my jeans fit, things like that. I am hoping to lose some weight, which will hopefully help with that as well. But for now, $0. And the last one is car maintenance. So we weren't putting a ton of money in our car maintenance before, because honestly, we weren't driving my car that much. But now that we moved, Ben is driving to the city a few times a week. So I know that there's going to be things like oil changes. We will have to get tires in the next year. I also will be driving his car when he's not driving it, which will I'm sure there'll be maintenance in it every now and then. I hate his car, so I'm not happy at all that he's taking my car, but my car is just way more reliable. It's newer. His car is honestly just on its last leg, and there's a puppy that's rolling around outside. That is just on its last leg, and it'll drive fine throughout the suburb that I live in if I need to go to Target or go park at the train. But that's about as far as we'll drive it, which is why he's taking my car. So those are kind of the little areas that we are trying to put money into our sinking funds. Definitely let me know if you have any other better ideas or other ideas for these sinking funds. Right now, I just have a couple of accounts in Ally, savings accounts for these emergency funds, but as you can see, I'm not putting any money toward my sinking funds this month, so I don't have them all set up yet. So if you have any other ideas, I've heard of Capital 360. I don't really want to use cash envelopes, one, because a lot of this stuff I have to pay online, like my blog. I guess clothing and stuff, maybe not, but I normally buy my clothes online, things like that. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know if you had any other ideas or things that you think that we should do. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.